What's going on, guys? It's your boy Coach Kane back again with another video. Gonna be dropping some gems, some stories, and at the end of the video we'll do some shout outs. I got some good news today, guys. For those of you who don't know, I do work a regular job that I've been at for like 9 years, and we got some good news today. So what I also realized today is I'm that guy. I really am. I really am. I try to humble myself, and I don't talk about it a lot, but today I gotta say something about it. I'm that guy. Okay. I'm getting jacked. Oh fuck. I get bitches. I drive a V8. Long dick. What can I say? I'm that guy. But it took a lot to get here. Understand. It took a lot to get here. It doesn't just happen. Okay. There's character development along the way. I haven't told this story to too many people. Okay. But last year, I did some jail time, right? I had to do 30 days in jail in Ellis County, to be exact, for a DWI that I've gotten in 2022. Okay. A little bit of history. I've done some jail time before in my youth when I was about 15, just doing dumb shit. If I ever blow up and get famous, the shit will come back. Somebody will do a deep dive into my history, and it'll come to fruition as exactly what I did. Just being a dumbass, plain and simple. And that dumb fuckery, I allowed it to stay in my life up until my early to mid 20s. Okay. I used to drink to escape reality, right? I wasn't in touch with reality. I didn't want to accept reality or accept how things were. So I drank to hide that. Also to hide some anxiety, and just to really, it was like my version of fun. Drink, go out with the guys, go out with some girls. You know the rest of the story, right? And eventually, when you start drinking, you eventually start building a tolerance, and that tolerance leads you to drink even more. So one night I just drank and drank and drank, kept drinking, and ended up fucking some shit up, right? Had to go into jail that night, got bailed out. My car was totaled. And from that point on, for 2.5 years, I was, going through the case, and ended up getting a deal to do 30 days in Ellis County. Now, after that time, after my 30 days, I still had some issues. I didn't drink. Actually, that year before I even went in, I didn't drink at all, right? I just cut it out completely. I started to slowly turn my life around for the better, but it was confusing because it was a new chapter. It was a new adjustment to a different lifestyle. Like, I wasn't even hitting the gym yet. It was just stop drinking, focus on what actually needs to be done and what actually matters. So with that being said, guys, if you are having any difficulties with trying to become something better, and like there's stuff that's holding on to you from like the past, like something that you've done for so long, and you're scared of the adjustment and scared of what could happen, understand if it's for the better and you know it's for the better of yourself, only good can come from it. Only good things can come from changing these bad habits, right? You might do certain things that you think might make you feel accepted, less anxious, less worried about you. Like you might think that you're not good enough at all, right? I'm here to tell you from experience that that is completely false. You are good enough. You just have to work towards it. You have to understand yourself, understand that you are human, and it's okay to make mistakes. You just have to learn from those mistakes. Okay. Real quick, I put in my last video. I'm doing free coaching calls. My number is 469-990. I'm doing completely free. Schedule your call as soon as possible if you are having any trouble with relationships, women, anything about the gym, and just the journey of life in general. If you need to get started, you don't know what to do, if you feel lost in any type of way, text my phone first, and then we can schedule a call completely free just for you, men and women. Now, I know what you're wondering. How was jail? Because some guys just be capping, bro. They be capping on like the jail experience itself. Like, first off, it's not a flex. Going to jail is not a flex, guys. Like it's not like acceptable in society. Okay, like some girls, I'm gonna say most women like the bad boy image, but there's a lot of other things that can go into being a bad boy and being this like appearing overly confident besides like going to jail. It's not cool. Going to jail is not it. Okay. So my time in jail, uh, it was, I wouldn't say it was rough. Okay. But it was a challenge. I was heavy on nicotine. It was a challenge to come off nicotine for that month. Uh, we're so used to phones and scrolling and just watching TV or whatever when you're bored. All that is gone. The communication. You have to communicate with your mouth, guys, in these situations. There are good things that come out of it if you look at it that way. Okay. So one main thing, you have to communicate without a phone. And I didn't have like a problem with this in the past, but it kind of like it helps, to be able to just talk to people without a phone and understanding that conversations just sometimes end weird, sometimes start weird, or whatever. You don't necessarily have to talk to anybody. Uh, the environment, you get one spoon for your entire, however long you're in there for, one cup for however long you're in there for. Uh, you change your clothes once a week. You get two change of clothes. You get to change it once a week. Bro, I was in that bitch having wet dreams. Okay? Do what you will with that information. I was busting on myself in my sleep, bro. Like my dreams were crazy and so vivid, right? Because like all you have is like you and your mind for the most part. And yeah, you're in that bitch having wet dreams. To people who've never been in jail, that might sound weird, but people who have, it fucking happens, bro. Okay? You're in that bitch. Your mind just starts thinking, because you see baddies on TikTok or at work or at the gym, and you're in that bitch like, oh man, and you're just thinking about all like you know, the good shit, the dopamine that gets you going or whatever, and it, follows you into your dreams. Have wet dreams, bro. Yes, it's nasty, and yes, you only get to change your clothes out once a week, but you do get 2 outfits, so you better not bust in both of them. Uh, some people might think that jail is like full of like hard ass dudes, and in a way, it is. In a way, it's not. Uh, just don't fuck with nobody. Don't test nobody, bro. And like you're good. Like you just go in there, be chill, and do your time, and get out. Uh, Other than that, like it really wasn't like the worst experience, but it's not something that I would want to go back to. I don't recommend to anybody. So if you can, stay away from criminal activity, and you'll be good. Don't go there. It's not a flex. It's not anything that you know is you got to be proud about, because I'm not proud of it at all. You know. Also, prior, I had to set up my accounts and have money saved up, because it's like a planned jail time. You know what I'm saying? It was like a plea deal, 2.5 years, trying to get it down to just 30 days. I was trying to do less, but 30 days was the least amount. So yeah, you got to plan your finances, have your bills on auto pay. You got to have enough money on the side for commissary. It's a lot of ramen. It's a lot of high sodium foods. Uh, Bro, it, you have to have a strong mind. You have to have a strong mind, because only you and your mind. It's the only thing you can control is your mind. If you can't grasp control of your mind and your environment, then you end up losing your fucking mind. I've seen people in there that will eventually lose their mind. Like by the time I got in there was some dudes already like on their 7th month, and they were cool. I was in their 8th month. Bro started acting hella different. It kind of strips you away of your masculinity. Uh, but if you can control your mind, you can get through it. You can get through it. And that's with anything, not just with jail. Understand your mind is the only thing that you can control. It's just in jail, you don't have control of pretty much anything except your own mind. So that being said, uh, I did a lot of reflecting. A lot of reflecting. All right, let me check the camera time real quick. Yeah, I still got some time. Did a lot of reflecting, and all that time up until then and up until last year turned me into the man that I am today. No more crash outs. I don't get drunk anymore. I quit weed a long time ago. I'm in the gym. I try my hardest to hit my proteins. Um, focus on work and try to excel at my job. Focusing on this, trying to excel at this, and to eventually be able to leave my job. Uh, focused on being a father, being the best father that I can be. Like it's nothing but positivity. Does my mind get in the way sometimes and negative thoughts sometimes enter? Yes, but I fight it. I fight it off. I've been shaking my head recently, like when like a negative thought comes into my mind, shake my head, just try to snap out of it and continue pushing forward. Because that's what you got to do, bro. You got to look at the light at the end of the tunnel and understand all the progress you made cannot be for nothing. If you're on the journey and you're doing good, like making small steps upwards for yourself, look at all the fuck shit that used to happen to you and all the shit that you used to get into, right? You don't want to go back to that. You don't want it to all be for nothing. Got to keep pushing, bro. Got to keep fucking pushing. All right, so I'm probably running out of camera time pretty soon. I just want to give a shout out to my boy Matt. I texted him today, asked if he was at the job. He's like, "No, I left." He left the job, and he said he started his, own business. Started, working out for him or whatever. He, well, I don't know if it's like a full business yet, but he's able to make a living for himself outside of this job and have his own hours, make up his own hours. So shout out to my boy Mac. That is that's some great fucking news. Uh, wish him well along his journey. He's the type of dude who puts excellence first, and he's gonna do great. I know that. We play football together. He's a teammate of mine, a good friend of mine. So shout out to my boy Mac for the transition into the new beginnings. Guys, that's it for the video. My number 469-990-3995. Set up a coaching call. Text me